Welcome to the spoiler zone. Buckle up, aviators, because we're about to take off into the world of Disney's Planes, a movie that's, well, let's just say it aims high but doesn't quite stick the landing. Oh, and before we dive in, here's your spoiler warning. Yes, this review is packed with spoilers, so if you want to experience Planes without knowing which character wins the race, or if you just want to avoid the turbulence altogether, now's your chance to bail out. So, let's get into it. Planes introduces us to Dusty Crop Hopper, a humble crop dusting plane from Prop Wash Junction who dreams of becoming a world-famous racing champion. Kind of like if your neighborhood mail truck decided it wanted to compete in NASCAR. But hey, it's a Disney movie, so anything with a motor and a dream can achieve greatness, right? But here's the kicker. Dusty has a crippling fear of heights. Yes, a plane afraid of flying. That's like a fish with aquaphobia. The whole movie's premise is built around Dusty overcoming his fear and proving that it doesn't matter where you start in life, or, altitude, as long as you believe in yourself. Classic underdog story, right? Or should I say, underplane? The film's villain, Rip Slinger, is your typical Disney bad guy with a dash of toxic masculinity and a lot of ego. Think of him as the airplane version of that one coworker who takes credit for your ideas in meetings. You can't stand him, but you know he's just there to make the hero look good. Now, let's talk about Dusty's mentor, Skipper Riley, a grumpy but lovable retired Navy plane. He's basically Doc Hudson from Cars, but with wings. Skipper's backstory is surprisingly dark for a movie aimed at kids. He's haunted by a tragic mission that grounded him for years. In fact, Skipper's character has so much emotional baggage, he could start his own airline. Of course, no Disney sports movie would be complete without a montage. We get Dusty training to epic music with the occasional oops, I can't fly straight moment. It's the aviation equivalent of Rocky punching meat in a freezer, if Rocky also had a fear of punching. But let's give credit where it's due. The animation in Planes is top-notch. The aerial shots are stunning, and the global race is a visual treat. We get to fly over countries like India, Mexico, and even Iceland. It's like a virtual vacation, except your tour guide is a talking airplane. Now, for the humor, well, let's just say Planes tries. There's a joke about fuel octane ratings, some light slapstick, and a sprinkling of quirky side characters. But let's face it, this isn't a movie you watch for the laughs. It's more like that corny dad joke your uncle tells at every barbecue. You groan, but you kind of love it anyway. At its heart, Planes is a story about perseverance and chasing your dreams, no matter how improbable. Sure, it borrows a lot from Cars, maybe too much, but it still manages to carve out a niche for itself. And hey, if a crop-dusting plane can compete with the world's fastest racers, maybe there's hope for all of us. Or at least for your old Honda Civic. So, should you watch Planes? If you're a kid who loves airplanes or an adult who's a sucker for underdog stories, it's worth a watch. Just don't expect it to soar as high as Pixar's classics. And with that, our review is coming in for a landing. Thanks for flying with the Spoiler Zone. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. Tell us, would you join Dusty's flight crew, or are you keeping your wheels on the ground? See you next time, and remember, life's a journey, so buckle up and enjoy the ride.